All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar and with me is Prashant Kumar Sinha. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi moots idea of one nation, one uniform for police. India and US send tough message on tackling terrorism. Two countries say perpetrators of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack must be brought to justice. Government to set up committees for grievance redressal of social media users. India will become a digital health leader with best technical manpower and cheapest data in the world, says Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Today is last date for withdrawal of candidature for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. North-east monsoon likely to hit southeast peninsular India from today. Heavy rain predicted in Tamil Nadu. Delhi government hikes auto rickshaw and taxi fares in the national capital. India beat New Zealand 4-3 in the opening game of FIH Men's Hockey Pro League in Bhubaneswar. And Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty advanced to men's doubles semi-finals of French Open Badminton Tournament. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has mooted the idea of one nation, one uniform for police. Addressing Chintan Shivir of State Home Ministers through video conferencing, Mr. Modi said it is just a suggestion for consideration and he is not trying to impose it on the states. The Prime Minister said he thinks that the identity of the police forces across the country could be identical. He said this will give a common identity to law enforcement personnel as people will recognize them anywhere in the country.
जैसे आज देश में वन नेशन वन राशन कार्ड की व्यवस्था बनी है, वन नेशन वन मोबिलिटी कार्ड की व्यवस्था हो रही है, वन नेशन वन ग्रिड बना है, वन नेशन वन साइन लैंग्वेज बनी है, वैसे ही पुलिस की वर्दी को लेकर भी ऐसी कोई अप्रोच अपनाई जा सकती है. हमारे लिए भी आवश्यक है कि हमारे देश के पुलिस बेड़े में वन नेशन वन पुलिस यूनिफॉर्म, हाँ उस राज्य का एक टैग हो सकता है, उस राज्य का एक नंबर हो सकता है, लेकिन पहचान कॉमन बने.
The Prime Minister said every form of Naxalism, be it the one with guns or the one with pens, have to be uprooted to prevent them from misleading the youth of the country. Mr. Modi said for the sake of the unity and integrity of the nation and with the inspiration of Sardar Patel, we cannot allow any such forces to flourish in our country.
बंदूक वाला भी है और कलम वाला भी नक्सलवाद है. हमें इन सबका काट निकालना पड़ेगा. हमारी युवा पीढ़ी को भ्रमित करने के लिए ऐसी बचकाना बातें कर करके चल पड़ते हैं लोग और इतना नुकसान देश को हो रहा है और आने वाले दिनों में कोई संभाल नहीं पाएगा. और इसलिए हमने जैसे नक्सल प्रभावित जिलों पर फोकस किया है, उसी प्रकार से उन्होंने अब अपना इंटेलेक्चुअल दायरा उन जगह पे पहुंचाने का प्रयास किया है जो आने वाली पीढ़ियों में विकृत मानसिकता पैदा कर सकते हैं, एक दूसरे के प्रति द्वेष पैदा कर सकते हैं, इमोशनल चीजों को आउट ऑफ प्रोपोर्शन उछाल करके समाज के अनेक टुकड़ों में खाई पैदा कर सकते हैं, बिखराव पैदा कर सकते हैं. देश की एकता और अखंडता, सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल हमारी प्रेरणा हो, हमें ऐसी किसी चीजों को देश में चलने नहीं देना है.
The Prime Minister urged the state governments to review the old laws and amend them to the current context as he batted for coordinated action by all the agencies to meet the emerging challenges of law and order and security. Mr. Modi said it is very important to maintain a good perception of police and the wrongs here should be addressed. Even though law and order is a state subject as per the Constitution, they are equally linked with the unity and integrity of the country, he said. Mr. Modi said every state should learn, get inspired from each other and work together for internal security. Working together of states for internal security is a constitutional mandate as well as responsibility towards the nation, he added. The Prime Minister said all agencies, both central as well as that of states, should cooperate with each other to ensure efficiency, better outcome and protection to the common man. He said law and order is directly linked to the development and hence it is everyone's responsibility to maintain peace. India and US have sent tough message on tackling terrorism, saying perpetrators of 26/11 Mumbai attack must be brought to justice. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar trained his guns at Pakistan for continuing to protect the key conspirators of Mumbai's 26/11 terror attacks. He also criticized China for blocking attempts by India and US to list terrorists at the UN. Dr. Jaishankar was addressing the inaugural session of the UNSC's Counter-Terrorism Committee in Mumbai yesterday. He said UN Security Council has regrettably been unable to act in some cases because of political considerations. The External Affairs Minister said this undermines the collective credibility and the collective interests.
When it comes to proscribing some of these terrorists, the Security Council has regrettably been unable to act in some cases because of political considerations. This undermines our collective credibility and our collective interests. A key aspect of combating terrorism is to effectively curb terror financing. We all know that money is the lifeblood of terrorism. Terrorist organizations require funds and resources to maintain their organizational functioning and undertake activities. The reality that terrorism continues to exist and expand points to an underlying truth that terrorism continues to get the necessary financial resources to thrive.
Dr. Jaishankar expressed displeasure that key conspirators and planners of the 26/11 attacks continue to remain protected and unpunished.
Even as the Mumbai terrorist attacks were unfolding on 28 November in 2008, the UN Security Council met and in one voice condemned this act of cross-border terrorism. The members of the Council underlined the need to bring perpetrators, organizers, financiers and sponsors of these reprehensible acts of terrorism to justice and urged all states to cooperate with Indian authorities in this regard. All acts of terrorism are criminal and unjustifiable regardless of their motivation.
Supporting India's stand on global terrorism, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the perpetrators of the 2008 carnage must be brought to justice. Dr. Jaishankar said the planners of the Mumbai attacks are unpunished still, and the UN Security Council had failed to act when it comes to proscribing some terrorists due to political considerations. Reiterating his stand taken at the international body's high-level session in New York last month, the External Affairs Minister said India understood the cost of terrorism more than others. British Foreign Secretary James Cleverly extended his condolences to the family members of the victims of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack and vowed to prevent such acts from taking place again. The second day of UNSC's Counter-Terrorism Committee meeting will take place in New Delhi today. The theme of the special meeting is countering the use of new and emerging technologies for terrorist purposes.
Grievance appellate committees will be set up within 3 months by the government for resolving social media users' grievances. In this regard, a Gazette notification was issued by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology yesterday to amend the Information Technology Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Media Ethics Code Rules 2021. More on this from our correspondent.
According to the notification, each grievance appellate committee will consist of a chairperson and 2 whole-time members appointed by the central government. The notification states that any person aggrieved by a decision of the grievance officer may prefer an appeal to the grievance appellate committee within a period of 30 days from the date of receipt of communication from the grievance officer. The notification also states that the grievance appellate committee will adopt an online dispute resolution mechanism. Bhupendra Singh, AIR News, New Delhi.
Terming this a step towards empowering users, Electronics and Information Technology Minister Ashwini Vaishnav said focus is on protection of online users. He said Grievance Appellate Committee has been introduced for hearing appeals against decisions of the grievance officer appointed by the intermediary. He said privacy policy and user agreements of intermediary to be made available in the 8th Schedule of Indian Languages. Mr. Vaishnav said the intermediary will ensure accessibility of its services to all users and respect their rights under the Constitution of India as per the law of the land is supreme.
Minister of State for Science and Technology Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that India will become a digital health leader with the best technical manpower and cheapest data in the world. Addressing the first Global Digital Health Summit, Expo and Innovation Awards, Dr. Singh said the recent launch of 5G will bring a new revolution in the digital healthcare system in India. Dr. Singh said that the whole world recognized India's leadership role during COVID-19 pandemic. He said we achieved the rare feat of delivering over 220 crore vaccines through a fully digital platform, CoWIN, and the process continues. Dr. Singh further said that India notified the telemedicine practice guidelines in March 2020, the beginning of COVID-19. He said we did the same for Ayush in April 2020. India was able to notify these guidelines as our groundwork was done and we were ready. We should work together to ensure digital health for all, which is a precondition to achieving health for all, he said. Dr. Singh said that technology will be used prudently to reduce the challenges in treatment. COVID-19 has pushed for the worldwide adoption of technology in health on a large scale.
You are listening to the morning news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi moots idea of one nation, one uniform for police. India and US send tough message on tackling terrorism. Two countries say perpetrators of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack must be brought to justice. Government to set up committees for grievance redressal of social media users. India will become a digital health leader with best technical manpower and cheapest data in the world, says Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Today is last date for withdrawal of candidature for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. Northeast monsoon likely to hit southeast peninsular India from today. Heavy rain predicted in Tamil Nadu. Delhi government hikes auto rickshaw and taxi fares in the national capital. India beat New Zealand 4-3 in the opening game of FIH Men's Hockey Pro League in Bhubaneswar. And Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty advanced to men's doubles semi-finals of French Open Badminton Tournament. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alert.
दिल्ली में AIR FM गोल्ड आ रहा है नए सुर, ताल और लय के साथ। हर घंटे समाचार, नए रोचक कार्यक्रम और समसामयिक विषयों पर चर्चा। 1 नवंबर से एक बार फिर आप, हम और 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर वही आपका मनपसंद रेडियो चैनल AIR FM गोल्ड खरा सोना।
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
Welcome back to the morning news on All India Radio. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that through the installation of steel plant, not only investment is taking place, but doors of many new possibilities are also opening. Addressing the gathering on the occasion of expansion of ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel Plant in Hajira in Surat yesterday, via video message, Mr. Modi said an investment of more than 60,000 crores will create many employment opportunities for the youth of Gujarat and the country. The Prime Minister said India is emerging as a global manufacturing hub and the government is committed to provide positive policy environment for the development of industries in the country.
आज दुनिया हमारी तरफ बहुत उम्मीद से देख रही है। भारत दुनिया का बड़ा मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनने की दिशा में तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है और सरकार इस सेक्टर के विकास के लिए आवश्यक पॉलिसी एनवायरनमेंट बनाने में तत्परता से जुटी है। मैं गुजरात सरकार को भी बधाई देता हूं कि भूपेंद्र भाई पटेल के नेतृत्व में जो नई इंडस्ट्रियल पॉलिसी आई है वो भी गुजरात को मैन्युफैक्चरिंग हब बनाने की दिशा में बहुत ही दूरदृष्टि वाली वो पॉलिसी है। पिछले 8 वर्षों में सभी के प्रयासों की वजह से भारतीय स्टील इंडस्ट्री दुनिया की दूसरी सबसे बड़ी स्टील उत्पादक इंडस्ट्री बन गई है।
The Prime Minister noted that along with the expansion, a totally new technology is coming to India, which will be a huge help in the electric vehicle, automobile and other manufacturing sectors. He said this project of ArcelorMittal Nippon Steel India will prove to be a milestone in the vision of Make in India and will give new strength to our efforts for a developed and a self-reliant India in the steel sector.
मुझे विश्वास है कि आर्सेलर मित्तल निप्पॉन स्टील इंडिया का ये प्रोजेक्ट मेक इन इंडिया के विजन के लिए मील का पत्थर साबित होगा। ये स्टील सेक्टर में विकसित भारत और आत्मनिर्भर भारत के हमारे प्रयासों को नई ताकत देगा।
Giving the example of INS Vikrant, the Prime Minister informed that the country has gained expertise in high-grade steel, the use of which is increasing in critical strategic applications. He said that the scientists of Defence Research and Development Organization made the special steel used in the aircraft carrier. Indian companies produced thousands of metric tons of steel, and INS Vikrant was completely ready with indigenous capability and technology. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people of the country and abroad in the Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It will be the 94th episode of the monthly radio program. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of All India Radio and Doordarshan, AIR News website and News on AIR mobile app. It will also be live streamed on the YouTube channels of the AIR News, DD News, PMO and Information and Broadcasting Ministry. AIR will broadcast the program in regional languages immediately after the Hindi broadcast.
Today is the last date for withdrawal of candidature for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. A total of 561 candidates have filed their nominations for 68 assembly constituencies. After scrutiny, 45 nominations were rejected. Voting for assembly elections will be held on the 12th of November and the counting of votes will be taken up on the 8th of December. The Election Commission of India, ECI, has issued a notice to TRS leader and Telangana Energy Minister G. Jagadish Reddy for allegedly threatening voters that welfare schemes will be stopped if they did not vote for the TRS candidate in the upcoming Munugod by-polls. The notice was issued following a complaint lodged by BJP leader K. Dilip Kumar. The ECI has given the minister time till 3 p.m. today to explain his stand. Otherwise, it will take a decision without reference to him. The ECI prima facie felt that by making such a statement, the minister has violated provisions of the Model Code of Conduct.
Civil Aviation Ministry has directed the Directorate General of Civil Aviation to conduct a probe and furnish a report regarding an incident wherein Delhi-Bengaluru Indigo flight faced a technical snag during takeoff at Delhi Airport. Indigo has said the aircraft experienced a technical issue while takeoff roll, immediately after which the pilot aborted the takeoff and the aircraft safely returned to the bay. It said all the passengers and crew are safe. Kharna is being celebrated across the country today on the second day of the 4-day Chhath Puja. The whole day and break their fast after worshipping the sun god in the evening. They offer kheer, puris, fruits in the puja. AIR correspondent reports the whole atmosphere has become devotional. After taking prasad in the evening, devotees go on a fast without water for the next 36 hours. They invite people at their homes to take prasad. The Delhi government has revised the fares for auto rickshaws and taxis in the national capital. 5 rupees has been increased for auto rickshaw for the initial 1.5 kilometer. The new fare will be 30 rupees. After the 1.5 kilometer, the per kilometer fare would be 11 rupees, which was 9 rupees and 50 paise earlier. As per the order, 15 rupees has been increased in taxi fare for both AC and non-AC for the initial 1.5 kilometer. The new fare will be 40 rupees. After the 1.5 kilometer, the per kilometer fare would be 17 rupees for non-AC and 20 rupees for AC taxi, which were 14 and 16 rupees earlier.
In Uttar Pradesh, former minister and Samajwadi Party MLA Azam Khan has been disqualified from assembly membership after a conviction in a hate speech case. The Assembly Secretariat has declared his Rampur Assembly seat vacant. The MP-MLA court had on Thursday sentenced Azam Khan to 3 years imprisonment in a hate speech case. A case was registered against him for making an inflammatory speech in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections of 2019. Union Commerce and Food Minister Piyush Goyal has made it clear that there will not be any change in policy relating to exports of rice for now. He said the government will have to keep the national food security in view, and the country needs over 100 million tons of food grain every year to support 80 crore poor people. The minister said that under the Prime Minister Garib Kalyan Yojana, every individual is being given 10 kilograms of rice or wheat per month. The minister interacted with members of the Federation of Telangana Chambers of Commerce and Industry, FICCI in Hyderabad, FTCII in Hyderabad last evening.
Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Dr. L. Murugan, chaired a review meeting with the media units of Ministry of Information and Broadcasting at Doordarshan Kendra Srinagar yesterday. During the meeting, the Union Minister directed Doordarshan Kendra Srinagar and All India Radio Srinagar to start an exclusive program focusing on the developmental stories related to the implementation of the central government schemes like PMAY Urban and Rural, PMDP, IAY, Ujjwala, etc. in all the districts of Jammu and Kashmir with the video and audio testimonials of the beneficiaries. He said that the program should be district specific with a special name so that the development brought about in various sectors across the district is brought to the public at large. Union Minister of Law and Justice Kiran Rijiju will inaugurate the National Seminar on Environment and Sustainable Development, Role of Judiciary and Digitization of Indian Judiciary, Its Impact in Dispensation of Justice, organized by the Guwahati High Court in collaboration with the Government of Assam at Kaziranga today morning. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma, judges of the Supreme Court and Chief Justice of Guwahati High Court will be present on the occasion.
India defeated New Zealand 4-3 in the opening game of the FIH Men's Hockey Pro League in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Mandeep Singh scored twice in the final 15 minutes as India came back from a 2-goal deficit to get the winning goal with 3 minutes left on the clock. Mandeep Moore and captain Harmanpreet Singh were the other goal-getters for India. Sam Lane scored twice and Jake Smith scored 1 goal for New Zealand. In their second match, India will take on Spain tomorrow. In badminton, Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty have advanced to the men's doubles semi-finals of the French Open badminton tournament. In the quarter-finals, they defeated Thailand's Hoki Takuro and Kobayashi Yugo 23-21, 21-18. This is the only Indian challenge left in the competition. And in ICC T20 World Cup cricket, New Zealand will take on Sri Lanka in Super 12 stage match today at the Sydney Cricket Ground. The match will start at 1:30 p.m. Indian time. New Zealand are in top position in Group 1 with 3 points, while Sri Lanka is in 5th position in the same group with 2 points. Both matches scheduled yesterday were washed out. The much-hyped clash between Australia and England at Melbourne was abandoned without a ball being bowled due to rain. Ireland versus Afghanistan match was also washed out, and all 4 sides got a point each in their hunt for a place in the semi-finals.
Northeast monsoon is likely to hit southeast peninsular India from today. India Meteorological Department or IMD has predicted heavy rain in Tamil Nadu. Isolated heavy showers have also been predicted in Puducherry, Kerala and parts of Andhra Pradesh over the coming few days. Light to moderate rainfall is also expected in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Gilgit, Baltistan, Muzaffarabad and Himachal Pradesh on Monday and Tuesday due to a fresh western disturbance. Dry weather is very likely to prevail over the remaining parts of the country during the next 5 days. Now let's have a look at the weather across the country today. National capital Delhi will have mainly clear sky. In the morning, temperature will hover between minimum of 15 degrees and maximum of 31 degrees. Mumbai is likely to have mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature was 22 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 35 degrees. Kolkata will have mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius and the maximum will be around 31 degrees. Chennai is expected to have generally cloudy sky with light rain or drizzle. Minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 31 degrees. Jammu and Muzaffarabad will have mainly clear sky. In Jammu, the minimum temperature was 15 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 30 degrees, while in Muzaffarabad, temperature will hover between 12 and 28 degrees Celsius. Srinagar will have mainly clear sky. Minimum temperature was 3 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 21 degrees. Leh will also have mainly clear sky. In the south, Hyderabad will have partly cloudy sky with haze. Minimum temperature was 17 degrees and maximum will be around 30 degrees. Bengaluru had fog or mist in the morning and will have partly cloudy sky later. Thiruvananthapuram will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. In the northeast, while Guwahati and Agartala both had fog or mist in the morning and mainly clear sky later, Gangtok will have mainly clear sky becoming partly cloudy towards afternoon or evening. Imphal and Shillong also had fog, mist in the morning and partly cloudy sky later. Kohima had fog and mist in the morning and mainly clear sky later.
And now an overview of today's newspapers. The top front-page news in all dailies mention about the new owner taking charge of the most influential social media platform. Hindustan Times writes, Musk takes over Twitter with bird is free to tweet. The dailies have also cited Prime Minister Modi stressing the importance of smart law and order system in the 5G era. The Hindu writes, without imposing his views on states, PM Modi moots the idea of one nation, one police uniform, giving them a distinct identity. To make India an uplinking hub, government to deregulate uplinking of satellite TV channels, reports the Tribune. A Times of India headline says, cost of educating doctors has doubled in 10 years in India, according to a study. Herbicide-tolerant cotton set to get recommendation for release, writes the Indian Express. And finally, the Economic Times reports India biz shines for global consumer calls in September quarter, refers to CEOs saying firms to continue high pace of investment in country.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi moots idea of one nation, one uniform for police. India and US send tough message on tackling terrorism. Two countries say perpetrators of 26/11 Mumbai terror attack must be brought to justice. Government to set up committees for grievance redressal of social media users. India will become a digital health leader with best technical manpower and cheapest data in the world, says Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Today is last date for withdrawal of candidature for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. Northeast monsoon likely to hit southeast peninsular India from today. Heavy rain predicted in Tamil Nadu. Delhi government hikes auto rickshaw and taxi fares in the national capital. India beat New Zealand 4-3 in the opening game of FIH Men's Hockey Pro League in Bhubaneswar. And Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty advanced to men's doubles semi-finals of French Open Badminton Tournament. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.